Before we get started today, I want to take a moment because this is episode 100 of Awesomeness Abounds. Heck yeah. What began as a simple idea has turned into 100 conversations, stories, and reminders that even on hard days, awesomeness really does abound. This podcast has made its way to 4 different continents, which is crazy to think about. So, if you've listened to one episode or all 100, thank you for being here. Let's jump in. When I was in high school, my mom had this small statue by our front door. It was a medieval knight, kind of silver, metallic, kind of lightweight looking, but it was holding what I think was a spear. I'm not sure what the correct medieval term is for it. Someone will tell me later. But next to it, she had this verse, or verses, from the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, about putting the full armor of God on. Every time I walked out the door, I saw this knight, this medieval warrior. And even though I didn't fully understand it at the time, the image of it stuck with me. The idea that you don't just walk out into the world unprotected, that you put something on before you face the day. That image has stayed with me for years, and over time it's evolved. I don't think of armor as something physical, like a bulletproof vest or knee pads. I think of it as something around my body, my mind, and my spirit, almost like a force field. And I know that sounds a little weird. I don't usually say it out loud because people give you that look, the look. But stay with me. This armor, this force field, is what protects us as we move through life. And sometimes it can protect us from others. Here's the thing, though. Armor doesn't stay perfect. Just like living life puts wear and tear on it. You do work you love or don't love, there's a dent in the armor. Someone makes an offhand comment or a little bit of an insult, a scratch in the armor. You're exhausted, underslept, overwhelmed, another weak spot in the armor appears. And sometimes something bigger happens, a failure, a loss, an accident. A little over a year ago, I wrecked my car, and I remember feeling like my entire system, body, mind, and spirit, was damaged. Like my armor wasn't just scratched, it was cracked in a lot of places. What this metaphor helped me understand is something really important. I am not expendable. I can't just keep going forever without repairs. Without this image, I tend to think I should just push through and ignore the dents, tape over the cracks, and pretend like everything's fine. But armor doesn't work like that. If you don't repair it, eventually it fails. That's what most people call self-care. It's a term that gets a bad reputation sometimes, but for me, this idea of armor works better. Because it's not about indulgence, it's about maintenance. It's about repair, about replacement, about knowing when something needs rest instead of pressure. About a year and a half ago, I was talking with somebody about this, and I told her about this idea, and that for the first time in a long time, my armor felt whole again. No duct tape, no band-aids, no emergency fixes behind the scenes. It felt like I had a brand new set of armor on. And she said something I'll never forget. She said, "The way you maintain your armor, that is your gift." Not just the armor itself, but the way I fight to take care of it. Because the armor doesn't just protect me. It allows me to show up fully. You see, when my armor is strong, the world feels like it slows down. I can use my skills, my intuition, my compassion, my creativity. I can give without being depleted. My armor doesn't dull who I am, it amplifies it. I don't know what this looks like for you. Maybe armor isn't your type of metaphor, but I'm willing to bet you have something like it. Some version of protection that tells you, if I don't take care of this, I can't show up as myself. Maybe it's rest, maybe it's boundaries, maybe it's movement, prayer, therapy, routine, creativity, or community. Whatever it is, it matters. Because when your armor is strong, your gift can breathe. And here's what I really want you to hear. Showing up with dented armor, it still counts. Showing up with tape and patches, it still counts. Repairing it again and again and again, it's worth it. Your gift is worth protecting. What you bring into the world matters, whether that's through your job or your family, your friendships, your community, or the quiet ways that no one else sees. So here's my encouragement to you, and it's simple. Repair your armor. Replace what needs to be replaced, and rest where you need rest. And then, put it all back on. Go back out into the world and try one more time. Don't give up, don't give in, and keep fighting, because the world needs what only you can bring. Put your armor back on and step forward one more time.